What if I told you that everything you use, literally everything you see every single day, has a secret? Today, we're going to expose the hidden purposes behind some of the most common objects in your life. These are things you probably have in your pocket or on your desk right now, but you have no idea what they're actually for. We're talking about the tiny pocket on your jeans, the little hole in your pen cap, and even the bumps on your keyboard. I spent the last week researching these insane life hacks that have been hiding in plain sight, and what I found is going to absolutely blow your mind. You see these things every day, you touch them, you use them, but you've never questioned why they are the way they are? Well, I did, and I'm about to share everything. We're going on a crazy journey to reveal the secret functions that manufacturers don't even advertise. It's like we're part of an exclusive club that knows the truth behind the design of our world. Each one of these secrets is crazier than the last, and trust me, you're going to want to stick around until the end, because the last one is something you literally use every single day. Before we dive in, if you can think of any other object that has a weird, unexplained feature, let me know in the comments below. I read every single one, and your idea might just be in our next video. And if you don't want to miss out on uncovering more of the world's secrets, you have to subscribe right now. Don't wait, click that button so you don't miss what's coming next. Let's do this. Alright, first up, let's talk about your jeans. You're wearing them right now, aren't you? Look down. See that tiny, seemingly useless pocket inside your main right pocket? For years I thought this was for like a single coin or a guitar pick. I was so wrong. It turns out this little pocket is a piece of history. We actually went and bought the world's oldest pair of Levi's jeans to prove this. Back in the 1800s, when blue jeans were first invented for cowboys and miners, everyone carried a pocket watch. This tiny pocket was designed specifically to protect their watch from getting scratched or broken in the big main pocket with all their tools and gold nuggets. It's a watch pocket. Even though nobody carries pocket watches anymore, the design just stuck around for over 150 years. It's a tradition. So next time you see that pocket, you can know you're looking at a relic from the Wild West, which is actually insane. It's crazy to think that something designed for cowboys is still on the pants we buy today at the mall. We've been walking around with a piece of history sewn into our pants this whole time and had absolutely no idea. It's not for chapstick, it's not for your AirPods, it was made to hold a piece of time. Mind-blowing, right? We're just getting started. Okay, this next one could literally save a life. Grab the nearest ballpoint pen like a BIC pen, look at the cap, see that little hole at the very tip? I always thought that was to prevent the ink from drying out or something to do with air pressure. That is completely wrong. The real reason is so much more important and honestly, a little bit scary. The company that makes these pens, BIC, put that hole there for a very specific safety reason. They know that people, especially kids, have a habit of chewing on pen caps. And sometimes, they accidentally swallow them. It happens more than you think. If you swallow a normal solid cap, it can get lodged in your windpipe, and you could choke to death. It's that serious. But with this hole, if the cap gets swallowed and stuck, it allows a small amount of air to still pass through to your lungs, keeping you breathing while you wait for medical help. This tiny, insignificant hole is an emergency airway. BIC literally engineered their pen caps to prevent you from choking. They added a feature that cost them money to implement just on the off chance it could save someone's life. That is one of the craziest design secrets I have ever heard. Look down at your keyboard right now. Go on, do it. Find the F key and the J key. You feel that? There's a tiny little bump, a raised line on each of those keys. And it's not a mistake. It's not a defect from the factory. I bought 100 keyboards just to check, and they all have it. These bumps are a guide, a secret map for your fingers. They are the home base for touch typing, which is the skill of typing without looking at the keyboard. When you type properly, your index fingers are supposed to rest on the F and J keys. These bumps let you find your position on the keyboard without ever having to look down. From this home row position, your fingers can easily reach all the other keys and then return back to F and J without you taking your eyes off the screen. It's a simple but genius invention that dramatically increases typing speed and accuracy for millions of people. It's the reason people can type over 100 words per minute. So if you've ever wondered how your friend can type a whole essay while staring you in the eyes, these two little bumps are the secret. It's a built-in cheat code for your keyboard that you probably never even noticed. Now you know. Okay, so This next one is for anyone who's ever worn a button-up shirt. Seriously, go to your closet and grab one. On the back, right below the collar, you'll probably find a small fabric loop. I always ignored this, honestly. I thought it was just a weird decorative thing. But turns out this loop has a very specific, and actually pretty old, purpose. We had to dig into some old fashion archives for this, and what we found was awesome. This is called a locker loop, and it was originally added to shirts by sailors in the United States Navy. When they were on ships, they had very limited space and often no closets or hangers, so they would hang their shirts on hooks to keep them from getting wrinkled. This little loop was the perfect way to hang a shirt without stretching the collar or damaging the fabric. The trend was then picked up by Ivy League students in the 1960s. They used the locker loops to hang their shirts in their gym lockers to keep them crisp for their classes after sports. It became a huge trend. Some people even say that college girls would rip the loop off a boy's shirt to show he was taken. So this little loop isn't just a piece of fabric, it's a link to naval history and vintage college culture. Next time you hang your shirt, use the loop. Everyone watching this owns a pair of sneakers or running shoes. Go ahead, put them on. Now look down at the top of your shoe, near the ankle. See those two extra eyelets or lace holes that are just sitting there unused? Why are they there? Are they just for decoration? No. They have a super important function that can make your shoes fit 1,000,000 times better and even prevent injuries. I challenged my friend to a race and I used this trick and he didn't. I won. These holes are for creating something called a heel lock or lace lock. It's a special lacing technique used by runners and hikers to prevent your heel from slipping around inside your shoe. Here's how you do it. You thread your lace through the extra hole on the same side, creating a small loop. Then you cross your laces over and thread them through the opposite loop before pulling them tight and tying your shoe as normal. This technique locks your heel into the back of the shoe, giving you a much tighter, more secure fit. It prevents blisters, stops your toes from slamming into the front of the shoe when you run downhill, and gives you way more stability. Shoe companies literally put a pro feature on every shoe and just didn't tell us how to use it. Okay, reach into your pocket and pull out a coin. A quarter or a dime will work best. Now feel the edge of it. See those little ridges? That's called reeding. Have you ever wondered why they're there? It's not for grip, and it's not for vending machines. The reason is actually an amazing story about stopping criminals. To find out why, we have to go back hundreds of years to when coins were made of actual gold and silver. Their value was based on the weight of the precious metal they contained. So what did criminals do? They would shave off tiny bits of metal from the edges of the coins. This practice was called coin clipping. They would shave a little off 1,000 coins, melt it all down, and make a fortune. While the original coins were still in circulation but worth less than their face value. To stop this, mints started putting ridges on the edges. If the ridges were scraped off, it was immediately obvious that the coin had been tampered with. It was a brilliant low-tech anti-counterfeiting and anti-theft device. Even though our coins aren't made of silver anymore, the tradition of reeding continues on certain coins to this day. For our final secret, I want everyone who has an iPhone to grab it right now, turn it over and look at the back. Between the camera lens and the flash, there's a tiny, tiny little black dot. You've probably seen it 1,000 times and never thought anything of it. You might have assumed it was a reset button or some kind of sensor. I am here to tell you that this tiny dot is one of the most important features on your entire phone. It is a microphone. Yes, your iPhone has a secret third microphone on the back and its purpose is genius. This microphone is a noise-canceling microphone. When you're recording a video or on a FaceTime call, your phone is actually listening with multiple mics. The main microphone by your mouth picks up your voice, while this rear microphone picks up all the ambient background noise, like wind, cars, or a crowd. The iPhone software then analyzes the background noise from the rear mic and subtracts it from what the main mic hears. This is what makes your voice sound so clear even when you're in a super loud environment. It's an incredible piece of audio engineering hiding in plain sight. And there you have it. 7 secret functions of everyday objects that have been right under our noses this whole time. From pockets made for cowboys to life-saving pen caps, our world is filled with these amazing hidden designs. Now you know the secrets, and you'll never look at these items the same way again. I honestly can't decide which one is the craziest. The fact that a pen cap can save you from choking is insane, but the secret microphone on the iPhone is just genius engineering. Which one blew your mind the most? Let me know in the comments. This was so much fun to research and film, but I know there are literally thousands more secrets out there that we haven't discovered yet. That's where you come in. What did I miss? What everyday object has a weird feature you've always wondered about? There's a link in the description where you can submit your ideas for our next video. I will personally read every submission, and if we use your idea, we'll give you a shout out and maybe even a prize. Seriously, I want to hear from you. Don't forget to destroy that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you are the first to know when we drop our next video. We post crazy videos like this all the time, and you don't want to be the last to find out the world's next big secret. Follow us on all our socials, the links are down below, to stay updated on everything we're doing. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.